Three, two, one. Even Dave is on the air.
Dave,
Hey,
long time
Steve,
no see. Where you
what's going
been?
on? Yeah,
What do you say?
yeah.
What do you know?
First time I saw you was at the track.
That's right. We went for the racing book to the sports book. For those of you who saying, what the hell are they talking about there? What's going on out there? Um,
What the hell is going on out there?
we just did our racing uh,
Breeders' Cup
Breeders' Cup
preview.
synopsis.
Breeders'
So
Cup preview.
look for it. We just did races 4 through 12. Nice card. Picked out some winners, long shots. So bring the wagon. And yeah, looking forward to it today and tomorrow. Today we got our own exactas. We didn't share those, but tomorrow's card should be on YouTube shortly. So hopefully everyone does well. But let's tackle uh, the uh, the soccer slate, the college football slate, and of course the NFL. Dave, what do you got for us for last week, soccer style?
Doctor, oh, we're going to recap a little bit from last week.
Yeah,
I don't think
real quick.
I don't think it was great. So I didn't. I wasn't going to recap anything from last week.
All right,
Hey,
then let's move right to it.
hold on, hold on. Oh, I got a call. I'm taking a quick look at last week, and
We did all right. College, I think college and pro we did fine.
oh yeah, hang on. Oh, did we get that draw with Sunderland?
Yes, we did.
Oh, I don't know if we did. Did them I know they're on a roll. Anyway, can't remember. Honestly, I can't remember. I have wins and losses marked down for college and pro, but I don't have the wins and losses marked down for the kickoffs. Oh, 1-1, 1-1. Yeah. Oh, so actually, yeah, nice profit.
Right. It was a
Yeah,
nice profit. I did play the
1-1.
parlay, but I also played them even, Steven, apart and made a little cash, made some shillings, made some quid, some bloody quid.
All right. All right. There we go. Yes. A little profit on kickball last week. Okay. College football, pro football. The less said, the better for me. Anyway, and so now we're looking at a couple of interesting matchups coming up this week. Hey, listen, I'm going to keep riding one, and I'm going to keep going against another because I don't think anybody's able to explain exactly what is going wrong with Liverpool right now, but there's a lot. There's a lot going
Wow.
on.
And unforeseen. I mean, it's not like injuries or anything, is
Yeah.
it?
And now it's crazy because they are now playing a team that started off the season horribly, Aston Villa, but lately they have been red hot. So I'm going with a trend, not against one. To quote John Patrick, the late great gambling soothsayer. And 1:30 on Saturday is Liverpool at home against Aston Villa. Yeah, hey, it's Liverpool at home, but they have not been unbeatable there this year. They're way too big a favorite here. I'm not crazy enough to say I think Aston Villa is going to win this game, but I'm going to go for the draw, uh, especially because it's a really nice price. Plus 330 draw Liverpool
Beauty.
Aston Villa.
3-1. Give me a break.
Actually, we're going to wait until Monday to play this one, and I am just going with the hot hand. I'm going with Sunderland.
Sunderland.
I'm going with Sunderland. I mean, right now, right now they'd be in the Champions League next year. I mean, I don't expect them to end up in the top four by the end of the season, but that's where they are right now, and they have been on an incredible roll. Everton is really not anything to get too excited about or too depressed about this
No.
year, and they're good. And honestly, on
Mediocre.
their best ball, they could beat Sunderland, but Sunderland is on such a roll. I'm looking at them. Their prices right here. They actually have Everton as a
Coffee.
slight favorite at plus 165. The draw is 210, but Sunderland is plus 175 on Mondays, and I'm going Sunderland to win the game outright over Everton and keep their fairy tale season going in the Premier League. They were considered to be the best team that was promoted last year. Hey, here's the thing: Leeds also got promoted, and Leeds is no joke either. And then Burnley just had a big game against somebody the other day. So even the worst of the worst, everybody figured Burnley was going to be bottom of the barrel, boom, back to the Championship League. Uh, but Leeds has been playing great, especially at home. They're very tough. And Sunderland has just been crazy good in the top four right now. They're playing the Champions League next season, after being in the Championship League in England just last season. So we got a draw with Liverpool, Aston Villa, and an outright winner with Sunderland, and that's it for kickball for the upcoming weekend.
All right, across the pond on the
Give me a
pitch.
give me a nice college football pick. Back to the old USA.
You know, right.
Area.
Normally, of course, we'd have a Thursday, a Friday, of something, but no, my top five picks, none of them include tonight, and there's some ugly games tonight. But you got anything going tonight?
My Memphis Tigers are playing. I'm tempted to take them, but no. All I can
Slam
say
them. They
is
should
looking
kill
for the Blue
Rice.
Jays to
Yeah.
for the Blue Jays. This to be the last game of the regular season.
Let's do
I
it.
don't know. You know what? A game 7 tomorrow would be outrageous.
Yeah,
And
I
we're going
love
against
the World
Yamamoto,
Series.
who's
Yeah.
been crazy good lately.
Yeah. But
Hey, they're the
I
dogs.
think he gets tagged tonight. Yeah.
I kind of like the Blue Jays tonight. Keep it going.
Yeah. And let's
But
knock off
no,
this series
college
bet at
football.
plus 190.
Oh, you know
Let's
what?
kill it. What?
I like Syracuse tonight.
You like Syracuse
Yeah, I didn't put them on my list. I like Syracuse. Yeah, I think that North
against the
Carolina
Tar
game against
Heels.
Virginia is a mirage.
Tar Heels have been playing
Syracuse is
better.
better
They've
than
been
people
playing
think.
better.
Yeah, they have been playing
They,
better, and they get humbled
they were
tonight
one of my two
by the
losses
Orange.
last week. Yeah.
Orange.
Yeah, they've been playing better. All right, you're going with the Orange. So is that a official?
No, it's not a pick. It's not a
No.
pick. I'm asking you
All
for
right.
your first pick. You're going to tomorrow, Saturday?
I'm going to Saturday.
Okay.
Let's start it off. Anybody that saw Duke play against Georgia Tech did understand that Duke outplayed Georgia Tech, and that team is undefeated. Duke dominated that game and gave it away. They're better than Clemson. They're getting 3.5 points. I didn't see Clemson do any turnaround. As a matter of fact, I saw them lose to SMU. I took getting 9.5, and they lost outright. They smoked them. Duke is fundamentally a better team, and I think they can win at Clemson. Big game in the ACC. Duke still has a chance. I know they got 3 losses, but they can get into an excellent bowl game with this victory. Their football program, pretty good. So I'm taking 3.5 Duke on the road versus the Clemson Tigers.
Well, all I can say is pick again because I got Duke on my sheet.
You're on the Dukesters?
Lace, give me the sheet. Yeah, I got Duke on my sheet. Plus 2.5. What the number you're using is what? 2.5?
3.5, my friend. If you check right now at that line is
I wrote
going
this
up
down yesterday. I wrote this
in
down
our favor.
I had 2.5. You're saying 3.5? Hang on. I got to hang on. I don't want to let anybody think that we're always getting the best number because reality is you don't. Duke, you got it. 3.5. Write it down. Get that 2.5. Who likes 2.5? That is a
huge point.
Huge.
That's a huge point. But I still think they're going to win outright.
I like them with 2.5. I like them with 2.5. So really like them with 3.5. All right. I guess you have to go again.
All right, let's go. That what they say, dance with the broad that brung you, or ride them, ride them till she bucks you. I think Vandy is a stronger team than Texas, period, on both sides of the ball. I mean, if you watch that Mississippi State game last week, they had that game.
Of course they did.
The punt returner, just my advice, don't kick to that guy. Kick it out of bounds.
Just run away from it.
Yeah. Exactly.
You're winning.
Every game. This guy has been the difference for Texas. It certainly hasn't been Arch Manning or any of the Mannings. Vandy's just stronger. Look at what Vandy did. They just beat a tough Missouri squad. You and I both know they should have beat my Alabama before that quarterback got a little bit ahead of himself. You know, I love them getting 2.5. I see it's 2.5
I got
plus 105.
three.
Yeah, I would love to get it up to 3.
It's
So
3
take
minus
the
108. You got to lay more on Texas. Laying the 3 right now.
I
Right now
take
at
it.
DraftKings. Vanderbilt plus 3 minus 108. Texas is -3 minus 112.
Take the 3. The Commodores, it's a different team now. And I've never been impressed with, there's a reason that Vandy is 9 and
Their
Texas is
series
20.
their ranking should be higher. They
Yeah.
should have won that game against
Yeah.
Alabama. Has there
That's my
ever
pick.
been a team that came into the season ranked #1 more overrated than Texas? I can't imagine that there was. I really can't. I'm sure somebody will be able to say, "Oh, the 92 something." I'm sorry. This team, come on, that should have been another
Come
one.
on, they got the first
So a
round draft
crappy
pick for
team.
next year.
Mississippi State isn't
They
even
got the
any
Heisman
good.
Trophy winner for this year. He's
Oh
got
yeah,
his own
and
sports
who never
line, his
played a
own
game before, who never
shorts. They're
threw a
not my
pass in college
shorts.
before. Ridiculous, ridiculous, ridiculous.
Yeah.
All right, I have 2 words for you, and what do you think those 2 words are?
It can't be pizza. It can
It
be
could be pick again.
pick again.
Yeah,
We're
I got
both
Vandy. I
on
got Vandy.
Duke.
Of course, I
We're
have Vandy.
both on Vandy. Well, I want to give you a chance to talk. I know you love to talk. Do you
No,
want
no,
to take
no.
the
We're both on. I've been talking. You've been picking. I've been talking.
I mean, it looked like Elvis Costello, not the red shoes, but the red shirt. I love it.
Duke and Vandy. Nice.
Well, speaking of
Good
red,
schools too. We got the smarter guys in both games. We got
all right,
smarter guys.
that's right. Well, we're speaking red, and I'm seeing red, not just your shirt and that gorgeous copper tone beer. We're talking about the Red Raiders. Red Raiders. They pack this team. I know I let it slip. They were my team for the
Yeah,
to
you
win it
let it
all.
slip all right.
Yeah, and sure enough, ASU beat them. But they're pissed off. They're pissed off about that. They took it out on Oklahoma State last week,
Yeah.
and I apologize, but get the fuck out of the way, Kansas State, because they're going into Kansas State. You're laying 7. Lay the 7. You know, this is a Big 12 power against a Big 12 mediocre. Yeah, Kansas State has won a few games, their last games, but all against mediocre competition. Texas Tech is roadworthy. This is one of the top 5 teams in the country. I think they're still a little pissed off. They're going to put a statement out there. They're going to wipe up Kansas State on the road, lay the 7.
Okay. And I am going to say pizza.
Pizza, you kidding me?
I am not
Kansas
kidding.
State? Woo!
Yeah. Now, this Texas Tech team was, overblown and overrated early in the season.
All right.
They showed their true colors against Arizona State, who is not a bad team. Don't get me wrong. I like Arizona State. In fact, you might even hear from them a little later in the show. But Kansas State is playing way better than they were at the beginning of the year. And look, they do this every year. Kansas State does this all the time, where they come out of the gates looking really, stumbling and bumbling, whatever. And then they start to play a lot better. And Kansas State is playing a lot better now, getting 7 points against Texas. What number were you using on this game?
7. I got 7. I don't know. I'd love 6.5, but I don't see it going down.
Pizza. I got Kansas State plus 7.
All right.
That means you pick again.
Well, I don't want to pick again because I think we got the same pick. You could talk. Yeah,
I mean,
we're just talking about ASU.
I'll go. I got
Go ahead.
A team that was in the college playoff last year against a team that has aspirations to be such this year. Although I was reading and hearing some things this week that said that they They need to win this game big, and that is Miami against SMU. And I think that SMU is going to hang in there with them.
Yeah,
I
baby.
think they could even win this game.
Yeah, why
Uh,
not?
SMU at home plus 12 and a half against another overrated team, Miami. I think SMU is going to say, hey, listen, we were better than you last year, and hopefully they'll be at least comparable this year. Hang in there. Got that quarterback. He can play. He can make some plays. Keep him in the game. Keep him in the game. So I got SMU plus 12 and a half against Miami.
Yeah. I had SMU when they played against Clemson, outright winner. I love SMU in this spot. But it's not one of my picks.
Okay.
But I'm going right up the street here, and I'm playing Wake Forest, getting 10.
I had to look at I had to look at him.
Yeah, they're playing
Say,
the Seminoles from Florida State. I mean, the Demon Deacons are on a 3-game win streak.
are you going to the
Really
game?
nice. They beat SMU in a last-second field goal.
Yeah, they had a damn tough time with Kennesaw State, but here they are.
Hey,
Beating
Kennesaw
people.
State. Hey, they got a tough offense. Don't sell them short. Wake handled Virginia Tech. They handled the Beavers on the road in Oregon State. Very tough at home. They just missed against Georgia Tech. Tough D, travels well. Florida State, meanwhile, what? They came out of the gate. They beat Miami. Hello, then what? 0-4 in the ACC after a 3-0 start. 0-4 in their last four. They're searching for identity, maybe a new coach. But in the meantime, the Demon Deacons are forging ahead, and I'm getting 10 points. I'll take it right up the street
They
in
beat
Tallahassee.
Alabama, and they're talking,
Yeah,
national championship.
yeah,
Definitely
exactly.
playoffs. You know what? And you can't blame their fans and the people who follow the team that much because you knew Clemson was down this year. You knew Clemson was down, so the ACC was there to be taken. Unfortunately, it's going to be taken by Georgia Tech or somebody, and not Florida State because they can't get out of their own way. It's terrible.
Photobombing.
Photobomb.
Bye.
Photobomb.
Bye, sweetheart. Good
Got
to see
it.
you.
Got it. See that?
Adds a little beauty to our show.
I could go 0 for this weekend and I'm still a winner. See that? There you go. Yeah, she's something.
I don't know if I go that far. But
No,
okay.
no, she is something. So, all right, moving on. All right, you got to wait for it. What's the spread on that game?
Plus 10. I'm taking 10 points.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
The Demon Deacons. Almost Brian Piccolo. Yeah, Wake Forest is a good school, but it's not Auburn. Anyway, and why was he talking about Auburn University in the movie? Oh, trivia question. Why was he talking about Auburn versus Wake Forest
In what movie?
in Brian's song?
Oh, I missed that one. I missed.
You didn't miss that one. Anyway,
I missed
yeah.
that dialogue.
That line,
why they
that
were
line.
talking about
Well,
it.
here's the thing. He's talking to Gale Sayers about how, he makes it to the NFL, gets drafted, and he ends up with the Kansas Comet being drafted in the same draft ahead of him. So he's second banana. He played high school football with Tucker Frederickson from your team.
Out of Auburn. All right.
Tucker Frederickson was the big cheese, and Tucker Frederickson ended up going to Auburn, and Brian Piccolo had to go to Wake Forest, where he led the nation in rushing. Got drafted by the Bears, and they drafted Gale Sayers in the same season. So he was second banana on his high school football team and ended up playing in the NFL. Rest in peace, Brian Piccolo. Great guy, great story, great movie.
Great story. Great movie. Yep.
James Caan.
Jimmy Caan. Jimmy
Yeah.
Caan.
Can't go wrong with that. Sonny. They got Sonny on the causeway. All right. So now is my last pick of the college week already.
Bring it home. I think we're
through it here.
We're on the same page on this one, I think.
Speaking of Arizona State, the Iowa State, that BYU debacle. I'm sorry. you can't blow up like that at home. This late in the season against what I really think is not that great a BYU team. I really don't think they're that good. I know they're up there, and they ended up winning that game last week against Iowa State. How Iowa State is favored by this many points against Arizona State, I'm not entirely sure. I'm taking Arizona State more than a touchdown. I'm getting 8.5, and I'm
Bro, it's
taking
up.
the Sun Devils again.
What's the line right now?
I saw 8.5 yesterday. So,
It's going up. It's a 10 now.
well, we might have a problem with the quarterback for
Oh, no, the
Arizona State
quarterback's
game
out.
because he's been hurt a lot.
Yes. Okay. Here's the story, Jerry. The story is, yeah, it's a big blow they're losing 11th, at quarterback.
Yeah.
But their
I
backup,
don't
Jeff
care.
Sims, yeah,
I don't
their
care.
backup is a 6th-year senior.
Yeah, they can
He's
play.
got
He
plenty
can
of
play. He'll
experience.
be fine.
Jeff Sims, no relation to Phil or Chris or anybody in the Sims family from New York. But they got a great rushing offense anyway. And this kid Sims, no kid, he's 6 year senior, but their D should hold this inconsistent cyclone offense, who've been on watch between me and since the beginning, since their opener in the Emerald Hour where they beat your Kansas State, your team that you can't get enough of. Yeah, take the 10,
I've been
10
against
points.
Kansas State all
Take,
year. I'm going with them this week. That pizza is going to taste awful good. Your
I love
overrated
it.
Red Raiders.
I love a little competition there, Yankee. Yeah, I'm with you at ASU. Take the 10 points or whatever the point spread is. Take the points. They should be able to handle Iowa State.
All right.
All right, let's get to the pros from Dover.
Okay.
And thank God we didn't broadcast yesterday. We both
I'm
had the
going with
Dolphins.
sort of going with like a lot of obvious this week. Like if you can't beat them, join them kind of thing on a few of these games. Quite a few of them actually. The first one is Indy. I know that road favorite, which I never take. But I'm doing it now.
Why is it so low?
Indy was underrated coming. Well, that scares me. It scares
Yeah.
me that it's this low. I'm definitely going in, treading lightly here. Indianapolis, underrated coming into the season, playing great. Both sides of the ball. That's the thing about it. Indianapolis is playing great all over the place. Pittsburgh, a total mess. Their record is a joke, still a joke, even with their, humiliating loss. Or not, wasn't that much of a humiliation. It was the second half at home, another team at home getting completely destroyed. They were up by, what were they up by? 16-7 at halftime, and then they get blown out.
Blown out.
They're crap. Aaron
Yeah.
Rodgers, forget it. But the
Their
biggest
defense is not going to handle
the defense is off.
John Taylor and
Um,
4 different receivers. That's for sure.
When they gave up all those points and all those yards to the Jets, the only other time they've done that was last week against the Bengals, who the Bengals got serious problems. Anyway, yeah, Pittsburgh defense is non-existent. This team clicking, throwing the ball, running it. All they have to do is hand off the ball to Jonathan Taylor, I think.
Cafecito, por favor.
And they're going to score. They're going to score a decent amount of points. Their defense plays well at all. And the other thing about Pittsburgh is they're so vulnerable. If you have any kind of pass rush, the old guy's going to get rid of it. He's just going to get rid of it quickly and not care about the results just as long as he survives to the next paycheck. So I like Indy -3 against Pittsburgh. I know everybody else does too. It's about time I joined the
including Gold Coast Dave. I'm with you on that one. So you can pick again. I think John Taylor is going to set another record by 4 consecutive games with 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Bring it on, JT.
He's just on a roll.
Yeah.
The next one, I'm looking at a team that last week was a little disappointing. They were playing a really, really good Eagles team on the upswing. They did lose a key component to their surge back to at least respectability and maybe even like playoffs and things like that. Playoffs. Um, I like the New York Football Giants against the San Francisco Football 49ers. I like the Giants plus 2.5 against the Niners. Niners have kind of impressed me how they've fought through a lot of injuries and whatnot. I think a lot of this is schedule dynamics, and I think this is a really interesting schedule dynamics game. A West Coast team having to travel all the way across the country to play an East Coast team that is obviously showing signs of life, if not more than that. I feel like the Giants plus 2.5 against the 49ers.
Yeah, we're two for
Obviously,
two, Dave.
yeah,
I'm with you on that one too. How many are you getting? You getting three or two and a
I
half?
saw 2.5.
Okay, yeah. Take the 2.5.
Yeah, no Scattaboo. I mean, and
Yeah,
that was a kick in the
offensively,
balls.
yeah.
It was a kick in the
We're
balls. But they have some guys. They have
they
some
got some good
And you know
backs.
what's interesting about this is that, and maybe now this makes them see what Jackson Dart can do a little bit more than just
Yeah.
handing the ball off to the beast who's just going to go run over people. Doesn't really have that now. But Tracy is a good back.
Yep.
He
So
played
is
well last year.
Singletary. Yep.
Played well last year,
Singletary and
and
Tracy.
they had him starting at the beginning of this year. And I know the beginning of the year didn't go very well, but they had the wrong quarterback out there for the Giants. But Tracy is a really good player, one of their better players last year in a lost season. He played very well, and he can catch the ball, so it gives Dart another target. Yeah, they're down anyway. Um, I got a call have to take, but anyway, let's just finish up here. Uh,
Okay. I'm with you on that one. You might as well take your third pick because I think Brian Brown and the defense of the Giants get it done.
you got
Definitely
the
enough to
Giants
cover that.
also?
Yeah, I love them.
All
I
right,
love them.
all right. All right, third pick. Here's one. We were looking at it for picking a survivor team this week, a team that would just win their game. And the more I looked at this game, the more it looks to me like it's the kind of game where it's like name the score for the Rams. Name the score for the Rams against the Saints. The Saints are garbage. Their one anomaly this year is that second half against the Giants, which for the Giants. But anyway, um, Rams are playing well. They probably get Nakua back. And they lost another receiver, but they probably get Nakua back this week. I don't even think it matters that much. If they have enough defense to shut down New Orleans and they any kind of weapons for Stafford on offense are going to be enough. I don't know. Yeah, it's a big number. It's 14 points. I'm thinking of Rams minus 14 against New Orleans, and I never do that.
It's big for a reason. They should crush them.
Yeah, I think
Um,
it's name the score kind of game.
yeah. And I don't like laying these big numbers either, but I'm going to lay 9. Detroit, I don't know. I don't think the Vikings are going to score. Um, Forget, stopping Goff and Gibbs and, who play great at home. I don't think this McCarthy is not the answer. And who's their third string? I don't know. I have no idea. Carson Wentz is certainly out. Yeah, I got the Vikings for my third pick since I agree with your first two. Uh, Lay the 9. Vikings do not put up a fight in Detroit.
Okay. So you said you had Vikings, but you have Lions.
I'm sorry. I have the
Okay.
Lions. The Vikings are not
Whatever. Yeah.
going to.
Yeah, I don't understand why that line is so low. Why is that one not 2 touchdowns? Like Rams against Saints. Why are the Lions not 2 touchdowns?
I think because the line
Banged up,
started. I don't know.
screwed
It
up.
started like seven
Like
and a half. Now it's 9, 9.5.
yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
already moved and probably move a lot higher. Yeah, anybody who got 7.5 got a bargain on that stuff. All right, cool. All right. A really interesting game between two teams that are perceived as good teams. I'm kind of looking at, maybe Buffalo lost their chance to be like a Super Bowl team or something, or to win playoff games and maybe even a Super Bowl the last couple of seasons. Their defense stinks.
Yeah.
They lose at home to New England. The Chiefs are on an upsurge. I know they're on the road. It's in Buffalo. I mean, maybe Kansas City's already done enough to make the playoffs, but they better keep winning if they want to win the division because the Broncos are making some hay right now. Uh, Taking Kansas City on the road minus so I have two road favorites, which I never do. I have a double digit favorite, which you also know I never do. So that's 3 out of 4 games so far, teams that I never take. But anyway, I'm taking Kansas City. And this is another week where it's hard to come up with 5 NFL plays. It really is.
Yes.
It's so unreliable. So anyway, Kansas City. Oh, you know what? And we didn't even talk about it. And I need to talk about it pretty quick. Now we got plenty of time. We got plenty of time. All right. Last week, I had a rough week. I don't know about you. How'd you do?
3-2.
On the
Three,
pro.
3-2.
Oh, 3-2 is great. 3-2 is great. Last week, favorites were 11-2 against the spread. 11-2? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Terrible.
All right. I'm going to ask you a little trivia question here, and I do not expect you to even come close to getting it right. I'm going to say favorites were 11-2 last week against the spread in the NFL. When is the last time that they were 11-2 or better against the spread in the NFL? When is the last time that happened? Don't hurt yourself. Not
Years, decades. I don't know.
it's it's decades. How many decades?
20 years.
40.
Wow.
We almost 40. 39 plus. Okay.
Wow.
Week 16, the last week of the season, 1985. 1985. The Bears, the season of the Bears. Yes. Favorites had a killer week 16 of 1985. And you know what? That cost me personally. I know that. All the favorites came in. Ugly, ugly, ugly last week. Just incredible. Oh yeah. Oh, take the favorite. Oh, they're supposed to win. Okay. Yeah, it's simple as that. Anyway, yeah, not a good week for the dogs. All right. So you got you have 3 picks in? What do you
I do. And I wasn't 3-2 last week. I was 2-3. I forgot about that game. I lost by the hook.
Okay.
Yes,
So I
I
went
already
Kansas
have
City
the
on the road over Buffalo. I have Indy on the road favored over Pittsburgh and never take road favorites. I also have the Rams minus 14. Never take a pro team double digits. Okay. Who's your fourth pick?
I got Colts, Lions, New York Giants. My fourth pick are the Denver Broncos. I'm getting
Talking about it.
yeah, we're going down to Texas. Come on. What, the Texas is suddenly really good now?
Playing
I got
better.
yeah, I got 2 points. I think the Broncos are a better team, period. I think they win on the road this week. Yeah, I think they're just a fundamentally better team than the Houston Texans. Take Bo Nix, take their defense. They grind one out. They grind a victory in Texas, in Houston.
All right. What are the Broncos giving? Or are they getting?
They're getting two.
Yeah. Okay. All right. And last but not least, I'm telling you, I'm really having a problem coming up with 5 games. This, I'm just, this is not an endorsement of the Washington Commander Redskins, whatever the fuck they call themselves. This is more of I just don't believe in Seattle.
Yeah,
Just
you,
don't
you
believe
have been against
Seattle
them for the
Seahawks.
majority of.
I know, I know.
I don't trust that game. I
So
don't
I got
certainly don't
Washington at
trust
home.
Washington. God damn,
Figure since I'm taking these road favorites earlier on the card,
Yeah,
I got to take one home team dog, and that is going to. Oh no, I got the Giants. Giants are a home team dog also.
yes, they are.
Okay, so I got one. Makes me feel a lot better. Taking the Washington Commanders +3 against the Sam Darnold led Seattle Seahawks, who think they're going to do exactly what the last two teams that Sam Darnold was on after the Jets, of course. With the Jets, he was just horrible all season long. With the Panthers, he started out hot and then got ice cold. With the Vikings, he started out really hot and then got ice cold. With these guys, he's starting out hot and he's about to get cold. Taking the Commanders at home +3 against the Seattle Seahawks.
All right. My final pick I saved for the Monday night. I think the world is on the Cowboys. Then why is it only 2.5? Arizona is not a good football team, but I think they got enough D to slow down the Cowboys, and I think Murray's going to have a field day, no
Wow.
matter who he's got in the backfield
He got more
against.
guts than sense.
Yeah,
That game. I looked at that game. I was like, okay, I cannot figure out either one of these things. So I'm not going to try.
for
What's
that
the total
reason,
on that game?
yeah, I think all my sense went into my horse picks.
Thing is, I was touting over with Cowboy games. Oh, and did okay there for a couple weeks in a row. Actually,
Yes,
made
you
those picks
did.
on David Dave. But I can't do that with a Cardinals game. You never know.
54. Holy Christ.
I know it's nuts. It's nuts. I can't gun to my head, I'm going to say it's going to go over, but I would not. I certainly wouldn't make that a pick over 54 with the Cardinals offense. No,
Well, that's
you
the
want their
top
defense
over.
to play well. You want their
Yeah.
defense to try to stand up against. Which, come on,
I mean, their
you
their
gotta admit that
offense
was hilarious
has
last
to
week.
have a little
With the
hiccup against somebody. I'm not
nobody
saying it,
they were
Arizona
taking
is
the
the big
Cowboys.
defense.
Oh, we got to sign off. All
All
right,
right.
all right. You got the Broncos. Nice pick. I like. Oh
And
no,
I like Arizona as my last pick.
Arizona,
And
beautiful. I love that. All right,
check
great.
our David
David
Dave
Dave.
horses and let's win some money.
Yeah, we're signing off. All right, good job, buddy. And just the last thing on that, the whole thing where everybody's taking the Cowboys against the Broncos, and the Broncos defense is tough by today's standards. And they made Dak look terrible, and they made the Cowboys offense look like garbage. And maybe you can get that with your Arizona defense too, because they are pretty good, and they've had to carry the load for that team because their offense has been shit.
It's a big maybe.
All right, my man. All right, horses, football, kickball,
All right. Go track down that lady
something.
and
Oh
get
no,
another
she
hug.
left. She left. She's out of